father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, I quote, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." These timeless words truly embody the spirit of medical profession, a profession founded upon compassion, sacrifice, integrity, and selfless service to humanity. Medical education is not merely the acquisition of academic knowledge and clinical expertise. It is a transformative journey that molds individuals into a compassionate healer, ethical professional, visionary leaders, and responsible citizens dedicated to the welfare of society. Today marks a milestone of profound pride and accomplishment in the lives of our graduating students. This ceremony is of immense significance and dignity, and not only for the graduates, but also for the parents, teachers, mentors, families, and well-wishers who have been integral to this remarkable journey. In view of this presence of the distinguished dignitaries and in order to preserve the sanctity, decorum, and solemnity of this august ceremony, all invitees are earnestly requested to strictly adhere to the following instructions. Kindly pay attention. Invitees are requested to present the QR code or pass at the center entrance, and admission into the auditorium is limited to the graduated student and one parent. ಆಹ್ವಾನಿತರು ತಮ್ಮ QR ಕೋಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪಾಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರವೇಶ ದ್ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸಲು ವಿನಂತಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಪದವಿ ಪಡೆಯುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬ ಪೋಷಕರಿಗೆ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದೊಳಗೆ ಪ್ರವೇಶಿಸಲು ಅನುಮತಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. All invitees are requested to occupy the designated seats on or before 10:30 a.m. ಆಹ್ವಾನಿತರು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 10:30 ಒಳಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ನಿಗದಿತ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಬೇಕು. ಸಮಾರಂಭ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾದ ನಂತರ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದೊಳಗೆ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ಚಲನವಲನವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧಿಸಲಾಗುವುದು. The assembly shall rise when the academic procession enters the auditorium and shall remain standing until the Hon'ble Chancellor, chief guests and dignitaries are seated on the dais. ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಸಭಾಂಗಣವನ್ನು ಪ್ರವೇಶಿಸಿದಾಗ ಸಭಿಕರು ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಾಧಿಪತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗಣ್ಯರು ಪೀಠಾಸೀನರಾಗುವವರೆಗೂ ನಿಂತಿರಬೇಕು. At the conclusion of the convocation ceremony, the assembly shall rise and remain standing until the complete departure of the academic procession from the auditorium. ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅಂತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದಿಂದ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ಗಮಿಸುವವರೆಗೂ ಸಭಿಕರು ನಿಂತಿರಬೇಕು. Children below 12 years of age are strictly not permitted inside the auditorium. 12 ವರ್ಷದೊಳಗಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದೊಳಗೆ ಪ್ರವೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. All invitees are instructed to keep their mobile phones switched off or in silent or flight mode throughout the duration of the ceremony. ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಶ್ಶಬ್ದ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮೋಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಸೂಚಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. The audience are requested to maintain complete silence and refrain from conversations, unnecessary movement or disturbance within the auditorium during the proceedings. ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಶಾಂತತೆ ಕಾಪಾಡಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅನವಶ್ಯಕ ಚಲನವಲನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Invitees are advised to utilize restrooms and drinking water facilities before the commencement of the ceremony, as movement inside the auditorium during the proceedings is strictly prohibited for protocol reasons. ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಂದ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದೊಳಗಿನ ಚಲನವಲನವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಿಷೇಧಿಸಲಾಗಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ಸಮಾರಂಭ ಆರಂಭಕ್ಕೂ ಮುನ್ನ ವಿಶ್ರಾಂತಿ ಕೊಠಡಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಕುಡಿಯುವ ನೀರಿನ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. Clapping, cheering, whistling, slogans, or any form of applause during the ceremony is strictly prohibited in order to maintain the dignity and solemnity of the convocation. ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವದ ಗೌರವ ಮತ್ತು ಗಂಭೀರತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ, ಹರ್ಷೋದ್ಗಾರ, ಸೀಟಿ ಊದುವುದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಭಿನಂದನಾ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಿಷೇಧಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. Photography, videography using cameras, mobile phones, or any electronic devices inside the auditorium during the ceremony are strictly prohibited. Professional photographers officially appointed by the Academy will cover the entire event, and individual photographs shall subsequently be made available through the photography section of the Academy. ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದೊಳಗಿನ ಕ್ಯಾಮೆರಾ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇತರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಾಧನಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಛಾಯಾಗ್ರಹಣ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗ್ರಹಣಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಿಷೇಧಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಸಮಾರಂಭ ವರದಿ ಮತ್ತು ಛಾಯಾಗ್ರಹಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅನ್ನು ನಿಯೋಜಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಛಾಯಾಚಿತ್ರಗಳು ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಯ ಛಾಯಾಗ್ರಹಣ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಲಭ್ಯವಿರುತ್ತದೆ. Your cooperation in upholding the decorum, discipline, dignity, solemnity of this prestigious convocation ceremony will be deeply appreciated. The procession is formed and is proceeding towards the Silver Jubilee Auditorium. All attendees are requested to remain seated during the ceremony, keep their mobile phones in silent or flight mode, avoid unnecessary movement, and extend their fullest cooperation to the organizing committee, security personnel for smooth medicine, Hippocrates. I quote, "Where the art of medicine is loved, there is also love for humanity." These timeless words beautifully capture the true essence of medical profession. Medicine is not merely a science or a career. It is a noble and compassionate vocation rooted in empathy, service, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to the welfare of the humanity. The art of healing demands not only knowledge and skill, but also kindness, dedication, and a deep respect for human life. It is with great pride that we acknowledge Sri Devaraj Academy of Higher Education and Research, an institution that has consistently upheld excellence in medical education, research, healthcare service, and community engagement. Through its rich academic traditions, advanced infrastructure, distinguished faculty, and value-based training, the Academy continues to nurture healthcare professionals of exceptional competence, character, and commitment. Today marks a milestone of profound pride and accomplishment in the lives of our graduating students. It is indeed a memorable occasion that celebrates years of perseverance, dedication, and academic excellence as our young graduates prepare to step forward. I request the Assembly to remain standing for Nada Gite, followed by University Anthem.
जय हे कर्नाटक माते, जय सुंदर नदी वनगळे.
I request the Vice-Chancellor, ma'am, to present the bouquet to the Hon'ble Chancellor. And to the chief guest of the day, Professor K.P.J. Reddy, sir.
Good morning to everybody. I welcome everybody to this 16th annual convocation of our academy. pursuant to the recommendation made by the Academic Council to the Executive Council, that the respective degrees be conferred upon those who have qualified themselves for the same, and pursuant to the decision of Executive Council to hold the convocation ceremony for conferring degrees upon the candidates who in the examination held for the purpose have been successful and certified to be receiving degrees both in person and in absentia. This convocation of Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research is hereby convened. I have the honor to request Honorable Chancellor, sir, to declare the convocation open.
Check.
I declare the convocation open.
Good morning to all. With blessings and vision of our beloved founder, late Sri R.L. Jalappa, it is my proud privilege and honor to present the welcome address on the occasion of 16th annual convocation of Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research. Today is a proud and memorable occasion for all of us. We deeply honored by the gracious presence of our chief guest, Professor K.P.J. Reddy, Chairman, Manchester Group of Companies, and former Senior Professor, Aerospace Engineering, IISc Bangalore. Sir, your outstanding contribution in science, engineering, research, and innovation continue to inspire students and professionals across the country. We extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to you, sir. I respectfully welcome our Honorable Chancellor, Sri G.H. Nagaraja, whose visionary leadership, commitment to the education, and continuous support have played a vital role in strengthening and guiding this institution towards excellence. I also welcome our Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Dr. B. Vengamma, Honorable Vice President Sri Rajendra, Honorable Secretary Sri Hanumantraju, Executive Council Member Sri Vinay N, all the trustee members of Sri Devaraja's Educational Trust, Dr. G.V. Manjunatha, Executive Council Member, Dr. Prabhakar, Dean Faculty Medicine, Dr. C.D. Dayanand, Dean Faculty of Allied and Healthcare Professions, members of the Executive Council, Academic Council members, faculty members, staff, distinguished guests, and members of the press and media present here today. A very special welcome to our graduating students. Today marks an important milestone in your life and reflects your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. I also congratulate parents and the family members whose constant support made this achievement possible. On behalf of the Academy, I once again extend warm welcome to everyone gathered here and thank you for all being part of this memorable occasion. Now I request Honorable Vice-Chancellor to present the report of the Academy. Thank you.
Good morning to everybody. On behalf of the Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research, I extend warm greetings on the occasion of our annual convocation of 16th annual convocation today, and I extend my special Thanks and welcome to today's chief guest, Professor Kalidevapuram Pola Reddy Jagannatha Reddy, the former professor at IISc Bangalore and Chairman of Manchester Group of Companies, President of International Shockwave Institute, Nagoya, Japan, and founder of the Science City of India and Dr. H.N. International Science Center, and today's President of the function, Sri G.H. Nagaraja, Honorable Chancellor of our Academy, and Vice President Sri Rajendra Sir, Secretary Hanumantaraju, and all other members of Executive Council, Academic Council, all the faculty, and my dear students and parents. I feel it is a proud privilege for me to present the annual report of the year 25-26. Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research continued its commitment towards academic excellence, quality healthcare education, and societal service during the last academic year. The university continues to strengthen undergraduate, postgraduate, super specialty, fellowship, and doctoral programs under the Faculty of Medicine, Allied Health Sciences, and Basic Sciences, Nursing, Pharmacy, and newly established School of Law. The Faculty of Medicine offers MBBS program with an annual intake of 200 seats, and now this year we have applied for enhancement to 250 seats. The university offers currently 179 MD, MS seats and 6 super specialty seats annually. And this current year we have again asked for an expansion of super specialty programs in the departments of neurosurgery, plastic surgery, nephrology, and endocrinology. The Faculty of Allied Health and Healthcare Professional offers 575 undergraduate and 74 postgraduate seats across various disciplines. The Sri Devaraja's College of Nursing offers 200 undergraduates, 24 postgraduate seats, while the Faculty of Pharmacy and newly established School of Law currently offers 60 undergraduate seats each. The institute maintained its focus on competency-based learning, interdisciplinary education, research-oriented training, and clinical skill department. Student support initiatives including scholarships, financial assistance schemes, academic mentoring programs continued to benefit the deserving students. Adding further the distinction to the institute's academic achievements, Sri Devaraja's Medical College was ranked 12th in the week ranking among the medical institutions and 8th in the Academic Insights ranking. Sri Devaraja's Medical College also received the prestigious Diamond recognition in Mental Health Welfare ranking of 25-26, reflecting its continued commitment towards the student well-being, mental health support, and holistic campus development. The university campus continued to foster vibrant academic environment supported by 509 dedicated teaching faculty members, experienced healthcare professionals, researchers, and 1,700 non-teaching staff including nurses, technicians, administrative personnel. Students actively participated in academic, research, cultural, sports, and extension activities and brought recognition to the institute through various achievements at various levels. The university remained committed to holistic student development, professional ethics, leadership qualities, and outcome-based education. The academic performance of students of various colleges demonstrated a commendable performance in university examination, clinical training, research activities, extracurricular engagement during the academic year 25-26. The students continue to excel in academic, research, sports, cultural, and extension activities, bringing recognition to the institute at various levels. This convocation marks an important milestone for graduating students across various faculties of the university. Coming to the hospital and healthcare services, R.L. Jalappa Hospital and Research Center continued to serve as a major tertiary healthcare center, catering to the healthcare needs of Kolar districts, neighboring regions of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu states. The hospital strengthen patient care services through advanced operation theaters, intensive care facilities, diagnostic services, super specialty departments. Specialized services in oncology, radiotherapy, nephrology, neurology, neurosurgery, urology, pediatric surgery, endocrinology, and cardiology and plastic surgery continues to provide quality healthcare services to the patients from rural and urban alike. During the last year, 25-26, the hospital recorded over 5.8 lakh outpatient visits and more than 3.4 lakh inpatient care services. The diagnostic departments carried out 22 lakh laboratory and radiological investigation, supporting timely diagnosis and evidence-based treatment. The emergency department handled more than 46,000 emergency cases, ensuring the round-the-clock critical development. Hospital also performed 37,000 major and minor surgeries across various specialties, provided comprehensive obstetric and maternal health care services with more than 3,600 deliveries during the last year. The preventive health care initiatives, mobile health care services, rural outreach programs, community-based screening activities were further strengthened as a part of institution commitment towards the accessible and affordable health care delivery. Coming to the research innovation continues to remain the major focus. During the last year, the faculty members, research scholars, students actively contributed towards strengthening the research ecosystem through scientific publication, funded projects, conference presentations, patents, copyrights, collaborative activities. The university conducted 25 research-related academic activities during the last year, promoting innovation, interdisciplinary collaboration, scientific engagement among the faculty and students. A total of 780 student research activities were undertaken during the year. A total of 30 undergraduate students undertook short-term student fellowship under ICMR, while 175 postgraduate students pursued dissertation projects across various disciplines, providing valuable exposure to research methodology, scientific inquiry, and evidence-based learning. The university supported research activities through 7 intramural funded projects, 3 extramural funded projects during the last year. The faculty members and researchers contributed to more than 390 research publications indexed in reputed national and international database. In the area of intellectual property generation, the institute has filed 10 patents, secured 6 copyrights during the last academic year. In addition, 13 books were authored and co-authored by the faculty, reflecting institutions' growing academic and scholarly contribution. The university further strengthened collaborative academic and research initiatives by signing 38 Memorandum of Understanding with the premier institutions and organizations for research, academic exchange, training, and innovation activities. During the academic year, the Research and Development Cell initiated operationalized several new divisions to strengthen innovation translational research activities within the university. These are all Intellectual Property Rights Cell, Clinical Trial Center, Innovation and Incubation Center, and the Jalappa Foundation for Innovation and Incubation Center. These initiatives have significantly enhanced the institution ecosystem for research, innovation, entrepreneurship, and industry collaboration. For faculty development, our Center for Health Profession and Education organized various workshops, webinars, faculty development programs, and academic trainings for enhancement of teaching learning methodologies and research competency. It also conducted continuing medical education programs, guest lectures, hands-on workshops throughout the year. Our Alumni Association continued to maintain strong engagement with the former students through academic interactions, mentoring initiatives, networking activities, and career guidance program. Alumni members actively contributed towards the institutional development as well as the student motivational activities. Institutional social responsibility remained deeply committed towards the community engagement, social responsibility through a wide spectrum of outreach and public health initiatives conducted during the academic year 25-26. Upholding its mission of serving society with the compassion and inclusivity, the departments of community medicine and various clinical specialties actively organized rural health camps, awareness drives, preventive health programs, and screening initiatives across rural and urban communities. During the year, the university has conducted remarkable, impressive 677 outreach camps, benefiting more than 40,000 patients through healthcare services spanning general medical care, school health program, maternal and child health care, diabetic retinopathy screening, cataract identification, and surgical support, blood donation initiatives, and dedicated healthcare services for the transgender community also. These initiatives significantly strengthened healthcare accessibility among the underserved and vulnerable population. The special emphasis continues to be placed on maternal and child welfare, adolescent health awareness, non-communicable disease screening, preventive healthcare education. Patients requiring advanced medical attention were compassionately referred for RL Jalappa Hospital and Research Center for continued treatment, specialized care, reflecting institutions' unwavering commitment towards equitable, affordable, accessible health care for all sections of society. The institution continued to strengthen its academic, healthcare, residential infrastructure through expansion of modernization of academic buildings, laboratories, simulation facilities, hostel infrastructure, digital learning resources, and healthcare facilities. A significant milestone during the academic year was the construction of a new university building envisaged to further enhance the administrative efficiency, academic activities, and student support services. The university also continues to uphold quality assurance measures, accreditation standards through continuous monitoring, evaluation, and institutional improvements. Coming to the capital expenditure, during the financial year, university incurred infrastructure expenditure of 9,173 lakhs towards the various developmental activities across the campus. In addition, it also procured advanced medical, laboratory, teaching, research instrument to the tune of 3,398 lakhs to further strengthen the healthcare delivery, diagnostics, academics, and research capabilities. The total capital expenditure during the last academic year was almost amounting to 12,566 lakhs, reflecting Institute's continued commitment towards modernization, quality enhancement, expansion of infrastructure and healthcare facilities. This 16th convocation marks the significant milestone in the academic journey of a graduate students from the Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Allied Healthcare Professions. The graduate student represents the values of dedication, discipline, compassion, professional ethics, and academic excellence upheld by the Institute. Under the Faculty of Medicine, today, a total of 182 medical graduates will be awarded their degrees, including students from various academic batches which have successfully completed their academic requirements and in compulsory rotatory internships. In addition, 100 postgraduate students from various broad specialties of MD, MS were being received their postgraduate degrees. Under the Faculty of Allied and Healthcare Professions, 164 undergraduates from various disciplines like medical lab technology, operation theatre technology, imaging technology, optometry, renal dialysis, cardiac care, respiratory care, audiology, and speech language pathology, physiotherapy will be conferred. And a further 24 students from clinical nutrition and dietetics, medical laboratory technology, molecular biology, physiotherapy, optometry will receive, and 3 scholars will be awarded Ph.D. in the disciplines of clinical nutrition and dietetics and audiology. In recognition of academic excellence, founders President Gold Medal also will be awarded to the meritorious students across the undergraduate and postgraduate students of both Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Allied Health and Healthcare Professions. The Academy is confident that these graduates will contribute meaningfully towards healthcare delivery, research, innovation, and societal development while upholding the ideals and values of the organization. In concluding, the academic year of 25-26 stands as yet another glorious chapter in the remarkable journey of Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research. The university has continued to advance with the distinction in spheres of academics, healthcare, research, innovation, and community service, remaining steadfast in its mission of nurturing knowledge, compassion, excellence in the betterment of society. These achievements are collective outcome of visionary leadership of a chancellor and the unwavering guidance of executive council members, the tireless dedication of our faculty members, healthcare professionals, researchers, staff, students, alumni, parents, well-wishers. Their commitment and faith in the institutes continue to inspire academy to scale greater heights of excellent service. Today, as we celebrate 16th convocation of our university, we take immense pride in witnessing our graduate students stepping into the new phase of life, enriched with knowledge, skill, discipline, and values. You are the torchbearers of this great organization and ambassadors of humanity, compassion, and scientific temper. May your journey ahead be illuminated with wisdom, purpose, success. May you contribute meaningfully towards the progress of healthcare, science, and society. I once again congratulate all the graduates and postgraduates who are receiving their degrees. My special thanks to all the parents who have attended along with their children. On behalf of the entire Sri Devaraja Academy of Higher Education and Research fraternity, I extend my heartfelt congratulations, blessings to all graduate students, and wish each one of you a future filled with achievement, dignity, service to the mankind. Jai Karnataka, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Master of Surgery, Doctor of Medicine, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery to rise from their seats. I present the candidates to the Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor to the degrees of Master of Surgery, Doctor of Medicine, Bachelor of Medicine, and Bachelor of Surgery.
Check.
I have the honor to request you, sir, to admit the candidates by virtue of the authority vested in you as the Chancellor of Sri Devaraj Academy of Higher Education and Research to the degree of Master of Surgery, MS, Doctor of Medicine, MD, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, MBBS.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education, Research, I admit all the candidates presented and token thereof. They have been conferred with the said degrees.
Graduates, please be seated.
I request the Dean, Faculty of Allied Health and Basic Sciences, to present the candidates.
I request the candidates of Doctor of Philosophy, Ph.D., Master of Science, MSc, Integrated BSc, MSc Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics, Bachelor of Science in various allied health science programs, Bachelor in Audiology and Speech Language Pathology, to rise from their seats. I present the candidates to Honorable Vice-Chancellor to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science, Bachelor of Science, Integrated BSc, MSc, Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics, Bachelor in Audiology and Speech Language Pathology.
I have the honor to request you, sir, to admit the candidates by virtue of authority vested in you as the Chancellor of Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science, Bachelor of Science, Integrated BSc and MSc Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics, Bachelor in Audiology and Speech Language Pathology.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Sri Devaraja's Academy of Higher Education and Research, I admit all the candidates presented and token thereof, they have been conferred with the said degrees.
Graduates, please be seated.
All the dignitaries on the stage and also off the stage, students, parents, and faculty members. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the chief guest of this 16th convocation ceremony, Professor K.P.J. Reddy. The K.P.J. Reddy hails from Goribidnur of Chikbalapur district from rural area and is international renowned scientist in aerospace engineering. He received his master degree in 1975 from Mysore University and 1981 Ph.D. from the reputed Birla Institute of Technology, Ranchi, Mesara. And then he joined as a faculty in the prestigious one of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, as a faculty member in aerospace and engineering. And he has built so many things, and one of the prestigious lab in Indian Institute of Science. Actually, Indian Institute of Science, after joining as a faculty, he has become senior professor, and Dr. Sachin Dhawan, professor of ISRO, and also HAL senior professor, and he has presented around 300 and odd papers in technical papers in engineering, and also 40 patents in research. His main research is in hypersonics, shock waves, and in addition to that, chemical kinetics, lasers, linear optics, photonics, and biophotonics. The laser and his hypersonic and shock waves research elevated India in the world map. We are all proud to say he has elevated India to the world map. And in addition to that, he has trained around 27 PhD. He was a guide for 27 PhDs. All the PhDs are present in Indian Institute of Science, IITs, and also in NASA, Purdue universities all over the world. In addition to that, he has trained MS integrated PhD students, 6 students. They are also in abroad. With overall this, he is also chief editor of Indian Journal of IIC, and also International Journal of Shockwaves, And in addition to that, he is also editor member in engineering physics and thermophysics. And he is the pioneer who has started the Shockwave International Society in India. And he has conducted so many prestigious conferences, international workshops, and is also awarded with International Forum Honorary Diploma from Micron Belarus International Forum of Heat and Mass Transfer. And also he was awarded as alumni the Best Engineering Research Achievement Award from Indian Institute of Science in 2010. In addition to that, he is an adjunct professor in Advanced Technology in Defense of Pune. In addition to that, he was awarded as professor, senior distinguished professor in Birla Institute of Technology 2024, and he was awarded honorary doctorate from Siddhartha Institute of Sciences recently 2025. And in addition to that, Lifetime Achievement Award was presented by Bangalore Management Association. In overall this, he is the man behind starting the scientific hub in India with an extent of 11,000 acres in Chelkere, Karnataka, and also Dr. H. Narasimhaya Scientific Hub in Goribidnur with 206 acres. And I am proud to say he is a renowned scientist of India in world map, and today is the chief guest. And I sincerely extend my heartfelt thanks the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais for giving me this opportunity. At the same time, I request the chief guest to address convocation address to the audience. Thank you, one and all.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು K.P.J ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತ. ನನ್ನ ಇಂಥ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಕರೆದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಚಿರಋಣಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನ 4 ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ kindly bear with me. Whatever little I know, I would like to, share with you. I don't know how much is the time allotted to me. Any time restrictions? Otherwise, I can keep talking till evening. so I'll take about 15-20 minutes. Is that okay? Yeah. Basically, I come from a very remote village, and with a typical village education. But I am a dreamer for the country, and studied in all schools where there were no teachers, nothing of that sort. So even to the extent of doing Ph.D, I didn't have a guide, so I had to do Ph.D on my own. So that's the level of education I had, and I could never pass any entrance exams because my English was bad. Nothing was, I never learned things like that. So everything was self-taught. So therefore, I have whatever the knowledge I have, I enjoyed it. I acquired it only when I wanted it. That is the way I educated myself. So that's why I must have worked in about 15 fields. I don't know. You tell me electronics, I am there. You tell me aerospace, I am there. You tell me physics, I am there. Chemistry, biology, everywhere. This is the advantage of free education. So when I see you with such a disciplined, education, doing this medicine and all that thing, Believe me, I feel great about you guys. At the same time, I am envious of you because I didn't have this opportunity. So if I could do what little I have done, I feel you can do at least 10 times or 100 times more than what I have been able to do that. Most importantly, as outgoing students, remember, your goal is not to make a living out of your education. This is the fundamental rule. You must keep it written and hanging on the wall. You have not studied your medicine or any degree just to earn a living. Otherwise, why study? In my village, I am paying an uneducated, illiterate fellow a salary equivalent to IT engineer in my farmhouse. Then why study this engineering and all that thing? So you must aim big. It is not to make money only. Money will come incidentally. It is a byproduct, but that's not your goal. You see, being born as a common person, ordinary person, is not our mistake. You had no say in it. But dying as an ordinary person, it is 100% your mistake. You should be extraordinary person when you die. So therefore, I feel, don't just settle down to become some doctor here and keep treating people and all that thing. Leave something behind. Otherwise, so many people are making living out of it. In fact, the vegetable vendor on my street makes more money than I do. Okay? So goals are to be set very high. Let me come back to today is mostly medical things, so I will refer to what is the eligibility I have to address you is the following. I have currently 3 healthcare companies running. I have more than half a dozen startup companies. Incidentally, I started my first startup company at the age of 62. Okay? So till then, I had no interest in all that thing. So I have a company which is called Yakrita, and it is making artificial liver. We are, we have developed the artificial liver, and we got the clearance from the government of India to go for clinical trials. Incidentally, to my knowledge, this is the only Indian-made medical equipment ever permitted to do the clinical trials. Can you imagine that? Okay. Today, we are able to save a lot of patients, terminal patients of liver because of my, inventions. That is one thing. Then I have another company called Aruta. Aruta is to cure. That is a Sanskrit word, Aruta Life Sciences. When I was a child in my village, I used to see so many people with one leg cut, amputated because of diabetes and that gangrene. So I always used to see, is there something I should do to this? So I achieved that. Now I have a device which I have made. Using that, you can completely cure the gangrene. You can completely cure that, wounds because of the diabetes. So I just got the clearance from the government of India to go for clinical trials. That's another company. Believe me, it is doing wonders. No need to amputate the leg anymore. So we will not allow that. We will cure that. This is the second company I have got. Then one more. This is a little very tricky situation. Children like engineers, they complete the engineering degree at the age of 21. They go and join a software company quickly, and they sit in front of the computers for 10 hours a day almost. Even then, Narayan Murthy is not happy. Okay, he wants you to sit 15 hours a day. I don't know where these people are having this idea. Human beings, and they have forgotten that human beings are not to be treated like this. Let us leave that subject. But this 10 hours, when you are sitting, blood supply to your lower portion of the body goes down. Therefore, a impotency develops. Believe me, now I see so many of our children are divorcing. Within a week of the marriage, divorce is taking place. This has hit us very badly. We are not publicizing about it, but that's happening in the society. Therefore, I personally invented that machine where you can cure this impotency. So I put a company called 40 Crest. Incidentally, that also got the clearance from the government for clinical trials. We are going in for clinical trials on that. So likewise, then I used to see, I had a relative who died out of AIDS. He got it because he got an injection from somewhere, recycled the injection. He got the infection out of that. So believe me, we went after this. So we have invented a needle-less drug delivery system. Now, you don't need the needle at all. You can deliver the drug into the body. That is the patent I have in my group. So we are going to develop that. And already I am in talks with, Apollo hospitals. So we have to do little more research into that. We are going to go after that. So likewise, I used to see in the villages, the farmers used to bring the cow to bull, and there used to be this, interacting, and the cow used to become pregnant and all that thing. And it was tedious bringing a cow all the way from there. Then they went into artificial insemination. Then I saw artificial insemination, success rate is only 30%. Can you imagine what is the number of cows we are inseminating per year? Is about 240 million cows. And if it has a artificial insemination gun, if it has an efficiency of less than 30%, your GDP gets damaged because your milk production is gone and nobody bothered about it. So I invented a gun. I named it as Super Bull, okay? Now it is running lakhs and lakhs of cows. You know what is the efficiency of my gun? It is 65%, okay? 65% means, if you translate that into the income to the farmers, because of my gun, farmers will earn 500 crore rupees per day additional income. Single invention. You know what is the cost it cost me to invent this? 5 rupees. I have just took the injection, that syringe and other things, converted that into the device, and I have named it as a Reddy tube in my name, because I want the whole world to recognize that this invention came from India. India should be respected for its capacity to invent, okay? That is the goal you must have. Don't die till you invent something and leave behind. This should be the oath you should take today. Anything you want to do, you can invent things. Believe me, if I see something, one day one gentleman came, Murugappa Group of Industries. He has 12,000 acres of tea. That's the biggest industry groups in Tamil Nadu. Pari Agro, all that thing. He has ships and all those things. He has 12,000 acres of tea, but unfortunately his tea quality is not so high, it is not selling well. So he came and sat in my office. He says, Professor, you have to do something. Believe me, in 2 years, we had done the machine. I developed the machine, put it into Valparai and Ooty areas. My machines are working. Now his tea is selling at 35 rupees a kg extra. Imagine millions of kgs of tea is selling and 35 per kg. Money is just flowing like water. This is the power of invention. So I have been talking to Chairman. The time of opening the best medical colleges has stabilized. So many people are starting. So many colleges are there, which is, we are very proud of our people. But we should not end here. Time has come. Anything we are going to use, we must invent. So that means R&D has to take over now. Otherwise, you will be producing the degrees, and there is another corner, in another corner there is another college, everywhere colleges. And India cannot afford to be an importer of technologies. Believe me, I have to make my own airplane, I have to make my own drone, no more taking from abroad. Otherwise, they will give the third-rate level of, product to you, so that you can never compete with them. So you have to invent. That's why if I see anything, you just come to my lab, I'll show you. I have the most capable of, destroying anything in the world, such missiles, I can build it for you. Can you imagine? The missile is called hypersonic missile. Last 10 or 15 years, the research carried out in the world by all the experts in the world, they have evaluated the highest impact of that research is from K.P.J. Reddy. My work is the one. So we can build these hypersonic missiles much more better than any other country in the world because of my work. Okay? That means if I make those missiles, China will never come near to attack us. No enemy country can come near us. This is the capacity you and me should build. For that, from today I request the chairman and the management, take a oath, let us start a R&D center here. I'll give you one, kind of a kickstart. All these patents, what I have mentioned, I have maybe about 10 or 12 health patents. We have already registered, but none of these patents, we have done any biology in it, because I have no idea of biology. So therefore, I will let this institution, because it is my favorite, people are sitting here, I will let you people to work on those inventions and add biology, publish the papers. Then you get the privilege of, publishing on the most leading subjects, okay? Though patent is owned by me, you will have the privilege of doing the biology of that, and you can become world famous out of this. So like this, let us start. These are already field-proven technologies, but we don't know how it works. Okay? That is where you can do these things. Let us do. In fact, there is one more thing which to the chairman and the management I tell, we are going to start one laboratory in KGF here. This is my baby. Whenever there is a satellite going up, there is a fuel tank in it. That needs to be tested at zero gravity conditions. Okay? That is tested, taking to Germany. There is a tower of 300 meters. From there, they drop that tank. There is cameras, and they will catch the photographs of that to know under zero gravity, where is this liquid? Because that contains the fuel. And zero gravity means it will be floating. You have to use even the last drop of that fuel for your satellite to work there. So this zero gravity condition test facility is not there in the country. Every drop test, which takes about less than a millisecond, what we are paying the fees, 5 crore rupees we pay. This is ridiculous. Therefore, I have suggested to ISRO that there is a shaft in KGF which is 3 kilometers deep. Can you imagine this? 3 kilometers deep. That means if I use that as instead of a tower, if I convert that into zero gravity facility, whole world will be stunned with it, because I get 20 seconds of time to test. That's where your medicine will come. Can you imagine under zero gravity what is going on in the body? What's happening to your muscle? The worst thing they have noticed is the semen will be floating around. Your productivity goes to zero. You have to understand how the sperm is behaving under zero gravity conditions. And we are getting ready. This is the caution to children and everybody. We assume by the end of this century, this world will cease to support the population. That means all of us will perish. This is what we have made the assumption. For your information, by 2030, their survey says in America, 30,000 cities will be vacated because the ocean is rising and coming in. So this way, all of us will perish by the end of this century. No human beings will be there. This is the assumption we have started with. So what is the way we are trying to solve this problem? We are trying to put 10 lakh people on Mars. We have to take the people to Mars, and we have to build a colony, save the human race. There they should produce the children, okay? So therefore, we have to work on these things. So therefore, how do the people, when they go, because there is no gravity there. Under those conditions, everything is floating, okay? Nothing sits there. So there, how is the biology going to work there? This is the highest level of research you people can take up. I can give you 20 seconds of zero gravity conditions. Some of you can really carry out most advanced frontline research in biology. So if you are willing to do it, I will be very happy to include you into that group. This is done under Kiran Kumar. He was the chairman of ISRO, previous chairman. So this is fascinating things are going on. In this college should really get involved. Because I belong to this area and I am a son-in-law of Kolar. my wife comes from, our mother comes from Kolar. So therefore I have affinity to Kolar. Let us do things, sir. Believe me, so many things we are doing. You cannot imagine. I used to be a collaboration about 30 years in Japan. Every year I used to spend. I was heading one international shockwave institute in Japan as a president. Japan, after Second World War, destroyed with the atom bomb in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, but they became superpower almost because of their one thing. They built a science city called Tsukuba Science City near Tokyo. So I always dreamt that I want to have a science city like that, so that all the technology needs to be developed there. So 2009, I was lucky. I could buy 11,000 acres of land from the government single-handedly at 30,000 rupees an acre. And now Science City is running in Chalkere. If you happen to go that side, please take a look at it. DRDO has 5,000 acres, atomic energy 3,000, Indian Institute of Sciences 1,500. ISRO has 500 acres. All moon landing trials take place there. There is whole world is watching Chalkere now because the very most advanced technologies are being tried out. Gaganyaan, which we are going to put people onto the moon, onto the space. So that is where all the action is taking place. This kind of work is needed for this country to be the leader. And believe me, we have taken up one very confidential work, which I am proud to say. Now I am free to tell it openly because I have not agreed to be officially part of that team, though I am working with the team. We are trying to make India superpower by 2047. That means this is the ultimate dream. You know why? Whole world has decided to make India superpower by contributing. You know what's the budget I have got to work on this? $3 trillion. This is the budget of the whole country, sir. We are working with that kind of funding. We are going to build such a way this country will be the second superpower in the world because China has to be controlled. If India doesn't become superpower, China will occupy South China Sea. Once it takes South China Sea, any ship going through that will not be allowed unless they pay taxes. That means most of the ships have to travel another 700 kilometers. Whole world's economy is gone and China will control it. For that, we are working so hard. By 2047, we have to make this a superpower. In this, you people have a real responsibility to work on such things. We are building a large number of nuclear reactors. We are building everything so that India will have energy. India will have superpower materials. We will make our aeroplanes. We will make everything we have to make our own. So this is the time this country is running, and it's, believe me, I sleep only 4 hours a day. There is work, every minute there is a work going on, if you take it. Otherwise, there is no work, isn't it? I am retired, my pension is more than enough. Myself and my wife, we have only one child, no problem. But we have decided to do these things. Now, I feel miserable because how much time I wasted as a professor. So this is the urgency of this country. We need to make this superpower. Otherwise, and it comes only from you people like us, like me, like you, like in the people, youth have to do. And I strongly believe our children are the bet for us. Otherwise, we are already frozen. We don't change much. Therefore, what I do, I reach out to about 30,000 children per. So 30,000 children per year, I spend every Saturday and go and meet in rural areas. Give them the vision, make them to get up, study differently, that you are the one who has to change this country. This is the dream I wanted to share with you, and please don't take your degree as the terminal one. This is just the foundation. Dream big, make things. Any equipment which you are going to do, you think I will improvise it, invent my own device and use it. This attitude, please build. And I have been doing. I met a prostate, operation doctor. He expressed some problem. I invented something for him. Then I went to IVF a doctor. They had some problem. Invented a system, machine for them. You can invent because you are brilliant, already doctors. So please develop this attitude, aptitude, and make this college, this university, world famous place by your efforts, okay? With these few words, I would like to thank you all for listening to me and giving me this opportunity to share my ideas with you. Thank you very much, sir.
I request the Chancellor, sir, and the Vice-Chancellor, ma'am, to felicitate the chief guest.
Next, we'll go to the next part of the function, awarding the doctorate to N. Jairam. Distinguished Chancellor, respected dignitaries, faculty members, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to introduce Sri S. N. Jairam, IAS, who is being conferred the honorary doctorate today in recognition of his exemplary contribution to public service, rural development, cooperative governance, and social upliftment. Born in a humble family in Sadari village of Chikbalapura district, Karnataka, Sri Jairam rose through dedication, integrity, and academic excellence. A postgraduate in business administration from Bangalore University and later University of Hull, England, he joined the government service in 1980 and later became an IAS officer of the 1994 batch. During his distinguished 36 years administrative service career, he held several key positions across Karnataka, including Commissioner of Mysore City Corporation, Deputy Commissioner of Kodagu and Ballari districts, Commissioner of Social Welfare, Commissioner of Karnataka Housing Board, Managing Director of Apex Bank, and finally, the Managing Director of Karnataka Milk Federation. Throughout his career, Sri Jairam was known for transparent governance, administrative innovation, and people-centric development. He introduced major reforms in public administration, strengthened cooperative institutions, improved rural livelihoods, empowered self-help groups, and implemented impactful welfare programs for marginalized communities. Under his leadership, several institutions received national recognition for excellence and performance. He has also represented India at several international conferences and was part of the Indian delegation led by our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, in 2015. Even after retirement, his commitment to society continues through his pioneering initiative, GI Tagged, an organization dedicated to promoting India's geographical indication products and supporting farmers, artisans, and traditional crafts. Today, we honor not only an accomplished civil servant, but also a visionary leader and compassionate nation builder whose life stands as an inspiration to generation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming and congratulating Sri S. N. Jairam, IAS. Thank you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a Chancellor of Sri Devaraj Academy of Higher Education and Research, I hereby confirm honors crucial to Mr. S. N. Jairam. I am happy to invite you here, sir. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to request you to award the Ph.D. degrees and gold medals to the candidates.
Candidates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy, Ph.D. under the Faculty of Allied Health and Basic Sciences. Total of 3 candidates. To start off, Dr. H.M. Apurva, Ph.D. Audiology. Dr. Ayesha Tajuddin Pendari, Ph.D. in Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics. Dr. Shobha, Ph.D. in Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics. Now the candidates receiving gold medal in MD/MS, Faculty of Medicine. Dr. K. Harshita, gold medal in MD, General Medicine. Dr. Akshata Yadav, yes, gold medal MD Dermatology. Dr. Eruva Nikhil Reddy, gold medal MD Emergency Medicine. Dr. Vatsala GK, gold medal MD Psychiatry. Dr. M. Sai Sharat Meghana, gold medal in MD Anesthesiology. Dr. Tarun Kumar R, MD in Anesthesiology. Dr. Soumya Chincholikar, gold medal in MD Radio Diagnosis. Dr. Ravina J, gold medal MD Ophthalmology, MS Ophthalmology. Dr. Nandanuri Varsha Reddy, gold medal MD Pediatrics. Dr. G. Akshaya, gold medal MS Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Pavitra S, gold medal MS Otorhinolaryngology. Dr. Vivek Hariharan, yes, gold medal MS General Surgery. Dr. S. Ashwin Kumar, Gold Medal, MS Orthopedics. Now, candidates receiving the Gold Medal in Faculty of Medicine undergraduate program, MBBS. Dr. Bhavika K. gets the overall gold medal, gold medals for Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 Part 1 and Phase 3 Part 2. So overall, 5 gold medals are bagged by this student, Dr. Bhavika K. Candidates receiving gold medals in Allied Health and Basic Sciences. To start with the postgraduate courses, Ms. Ramya A, gold medal in MSc MLT, Medical Laboratory Technology. Ms. Anusha, gold medal MSc Molecular Biology and Human Genetics. Ms. Rifat Khanum, gold medal in Integrated BSc MSc Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics. Ms. Leela Shri M, gold medal in Master of Physiotherapy. Under the undergraduate Allied Health and Basic Sciences courses, first to call upon Ms. Bhumika C, who gets the overall gold medal, BSc Allied Health Sciences courses, and first year BSc AHS. So 2 gold medals for Ms. Bhumika C. Ms. Mehak Taj, gold medal, second year BSc AHS. Ms. Madhivedu Dharani, gold medal, third year BSc AHS. Ms. Masira Begum, MI, gold medal in, overall gold medal in Bachelor in Audiology and Speech Language Pathology. Ms. Dani CS, gold medal, Bachelor of Physiotherapy, overall gold medal. So these were the list of all the candidates who have secured the gold medals. Now in this 16th annual convocation, total of 473 students were eligible among all Faculty of Medicine and Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, among which 444 people applied, and among that 350 applied for in person and remaining 94 were in absentia. Thank you.
I request the Honorable Chancellor to dissolve the convocation.
I dissolve the convocation.
I request the Assembly to rise for the national anthem.
नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे